So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So let's continue our journey, our discussion of planets through Navamsa Chart in Vedic Astrology. And in this particular video, let's try to understand our dear planet Saturn placement in the 12th house of the D9 chart and what are going to be the results that are specifically associated with this placement. Let's try to understand in this particular video. Now, first of all, you need to have the basic understanding with regards to the 12th house of the D9 chart, and then we will try to blend the energy of Saturn in this particular house. Now, very first thing, 12th house is the house which represents the spiritual progression, which specifically you are going to be taking after your marriage. Or in order to understand the spiritual compatibility between you and your partner and the influence of the other person, planetary alignments into your own life, that part is specifically seen through the 12th house. This is also the house which particularly represents any sort of foreign travel which you are going to be taking specifically after marriage. Have you seen few couples, as soon as they are getting married, their 12th house is becoming activated and then they travel abroad, or the combination of permanent settlement into the foreign country. So these events can also be predicted with the planets that are actually in the 12th house. This is also the house which represents the combined household expenses of a native, and even any sort of combined investments which you are going to be taking with your partner, that is also connected with this house. Apart from this thing, in the negative side, from the 7th house of the marriage, okay, 7th house, because it's the house of your partner, this house is actually going 6 places away. So any sort of karmic debt or any sort of loan and mortgage, even the disease aspect, okay, particularly the health aspect of your partner, that is also going to be connected with the 12th house. And here I'm talking about the both mental as well as the physical health standpoint of view. Now, the very first thing, when the Saturn is actually sitting in the 12th house, this is actually going to create a very karmic manifestation of life partner into your own life. Now, by mean to say the karmic manifestation, it doesn't matter whether you are like having a love marriage or arranged marriage kind of a situation. As soon as you are getting married, the first thing which is getting decoded is the family related karmas. Because the malefic planets specifically in the 12th house have the capacity to take you away from your own family. Because Saturn is a malefic graha, and as soon as it's touching the 12th house energy, this is creating a great isolation in the person's life. Now, this isolation will going to be starting from moving away from the family. And then this isolation is also going to be getting deepened, specifically from the relationship, marriage and the married life aspect. Although I will tell you, Saturn in the 12th house is not going to be creating the yogas of separation in the marriage and married life aspect, but this will create a very difficulty in order for you to take the relationship into the forward manner. Because what is going to be happening here, Saturn first of all going to be directly impacting the belief systems of you individuals. So suppose before marriage you are having certain set of belief systems present inside you. Now, as soon as you are getting married, the new set of belief systems are going to be coming inside you. And that is where with the mature planets or with the malefic planets, like specifically Saturn and Mars, they will not be able to take the belief systems of the other person into their own life. So that is the reason this actually have the capacity to create contradictory problem between two people. Second important point, this also have the capacity to actually create a foreign travel and foreign settlement, specifically into your own life. Now, the kind of success which you are going to be gaining in the foreign land or foreign country is here also going to be totally dependent over your partner chart as well. Like how your life partner planetary alignments are going to be influencing you. So if that influence is going to be in the positive side, it means your movement towards the foreign land and foreign country actually have the capacity to bring a lot of success and even monetary gains into your own life. But sometime I will tell you, if the dignity of the Saturn is weak and if your partner planetary alignments are also negatively impacting you, then this is also going to be creating more health issues in the foreign land and foreign country. You see, few people, they complain with regards to like, I'm very fine from the health perspective in this area, but as soon as I'm moving to some specific areas, so the health complications are coming inside my spouse and partner, it's because of the Saturn placement. Because as soon as you are moving or changing away, this actually have the capacity to deplete or create certain health problems. Now, it's not only linked with the physical health standpoint of view, the mental and psychological issues can also be seen because of the Saturn. And most of the time, these mental and psychological issues are connected with the total isolation. Like person will not be able to reconnect or connect with the other people here deeply. So here what will happen, the sense of belongingness is not going to be there. And that is where, in order to find the sense of belongingness, or where do I actually belong in my life, these people then go more deeper into the path of spirituality. Like it's like knowing the unknown, or answering or finding the answers of the questions which are rambling inside their own mind. And that is where Saturn will going to be creating the awakening at its maturity, specifically around the age of 35 and the age of 36. These people go through major spiritual progressions in their own life. I've also seen many individuals becoming more of a saint kind of a personalities as soon as they are hitting the age of 35 and the 36 there. Because what will happen, the malefic planet, specifically like Saturn, as I told you, if its dignity is compromised in the 12th house, dignity compromised mean if it is forming conjunction with more malefic grahas, like suppose Saturn is with Mars also, or it's with Rahu or Ketu also, then this is going to be creating more psychological issues inside the person. And this have the capacity to then take your life into the much negative aspect. Whereas I will tell you, if Saturn is receiving the good support of other benefic planets, it may be Jupiter is forming conjunction up there, planets aspecting your 12th house at the same time, or in the D1 chart, Saturn is having some benefic association, then I will tell you this isolation is also going to be considered as a greatest blessings into your own life. Many people, they are initially very fearful with regards to like how we are going to be like living in the isolation, and the fear of living alone is going to be very intensified inside this graha. But after certain passage of the time, as I told you, 35 and 36 there onward, these individuals, they tend to find the answers of all the questions. Even with regards to the initial separation, which I told you, like initial family separation, immediately after marriage can also be seen. So after the age of maturity of Saturn, 36th year onward, they will be able to find the answers of all their questions. Because understand one thing here, no planet in your astrological chart is going to harm you. You need to understand one thing. Every planet having their own dignity, their own strength in the planetary alignments. Saturn is also a very well dignified kind of a graha. If you look originally in the Kalpurusha Kundli, it's ruling over the 10th house of the career and the 11th house of your wish fulfillment and desire fulfillment also. Now in the 12th house, this have the capacity to give you good career and desire fulfillment at the same time. But because of its overly mature nature or its very hardcore and very strict belief system, this energy is not going to be mixing along with the energy of other people. It's also applicable to your spouse and life partner as well. In certain cases, suppose your partner is also very spiritual, okay, then Saturn will going to be mixed up with that energy very easily. Whereas, for example, your chart energy is very spiritual, okay, you prefer more isolation, secludedness and loneliness over meeting with other people. And suppose your partner is more into meeting with other people and this kind of a thing, then this have the capacity to create the contradictory problem. Then this have the capacity to create a separate pathway actually. And that is where the enjoyment part of the marriage is going to be somewhat absent with the planets in the 12th house. Also, this is the house of the bed pleasures, okay, and any sort of sexual activities which you are going to be encountering with your partner. Now, Saturn in the 12th house will also going to create a restricted area. This is the only one placement I'm telling you. Apart from this, rest all the 8 planets, including Rahu, Ketu, they tend to perform exceptionally well actually. Any planet in the 12th house is a better placement rather than having your 12th house empty. Because if planets are coming in the 12th house, it means the emphasis is going to be there from the sexual compatibility standpoint of view. But Saturn, I will tell you, this will discourage the sexual companionship. Many a times, this is also a karmic link with your children also. Like here, one person main aim and goal is going to be, okay, I will take part in this sexual activity for the obtaining of the child, whereas the other person is not much interested in obtaining a child. So these contradictions are going to be seen because of the Saturn, and that is the reason why the more and more difficulties this Saturn is facing in the relationship and married life, more the Saturn will go towards the spiritual progression of the life. Now, spirituality is not linked with like you are leaving away everything. It's not like that. You can become a spiritual person even by having a good amount of wealth. But here the main thing is the higher realization, or you can also call it as the realization of your own self or the purpose actually. That is the reason this is the resting place actually. If for example, the planets like Atam Karka or Amatya Karka, if they are going in the 12th house, suppose Saturn is your maybe Amatya Karka or it's the Atam Karka Graha, then what will happen? It means your soul is somewhat going in the resting place, okay? So your soul don't want to come back in this universe again and again and take part in the incarnations of the life. So soul is in the resting place here. You also need to check this aspect very deeply. Because if the planets, I will tell you, Saturn is with Ketu, and in your other divisional charts also, D60 chart, Ketu is in the 12th house, or if more planets are posited in the watery zodiac sign, the sign of Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces, so it means this is going to be the last birth of the person, or the individual actually have the capacity to leave all the desires behind and then move towards the spiritual side of the life. Sometime the partner is also going to be helping you actually. Maybe initially from the superficial level, you might not be able to understand this thing. You might be thinking, okay, because of my partner, sufferings are coming, but it's not sufferings actually, it's the purification part. So this is the cleansing of the soul. It's just like you are washing away all the impurities, and only the pure part is going to be seen through the 12th house. That is also the reason why in the natal chart also, the D1 chart, if Saturn is in the 12th house, this will bring the immense amount of sufferings into person's life. But these are the sufferings here to cleanse you. It's like a purification part. So purification is also going to be connected with this placement in the 12th house. Overall, I will tell you it's a pretty strong placement if you are having Saturn in the 12th house. Okay. So I hope you have gained some basic idea or some basic insights with regards to Saturn placement in the 12th house in this video with me. If you are having any queries and any consultation with regards to your astrological charts, you can just drop me an email and I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Also make sure to subscribe my channel below, hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video. You can send me super thanks also in contribution to my work if you find even small insights in this video with me, and I'm going to be meeting you very soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye and Hare Krishna.